One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Buffalo Bulls. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Buffalo's offense will have the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And the Bulls will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. It's Birch. There he goes. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is ready to give him a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a gap. It's Young. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver.
Just steamrolling the defense. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bulls will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Got to be extra careful in cold weather like this. He'll signal for the fair catch and make it between the snowflakes. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sweet cut there. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Another incompletion on third down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Sets up the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll run this play from the pistol. The lone back's got it. Runs through the tackle. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They'll run play action. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. So now on comes the field goal unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Between the uprights, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the second. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
This drive will open from the 15. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Williams will pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right foot.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Williams looking for a man. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of the guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
The Bulls looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Caught over the middle. It's Pittman. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Williams will pass. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
Man, what a nice play in the passing game there. We were all in the car driving over here together in the snow, and we were wondering, is anybody going to be able to even complete a pass in these conditions? Well, I guess we just got our answer there. It's not easy, man. As a quarterback, the ball is slippery, and for receivers or anybody running routes, it's hard to get in and out of breaks, but they might have been throwing that ball in Miami. I mean, that looked beautiful and on time.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Firing to the right, complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Time Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Buffalo! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
That touchdown pass at the end of the half is really going to help out this quarterback's confidence. The extra point's going to give them the lead. You got to feel good heading in at halftime. When you're up on the scoreboard, expect them to keep throwing it around in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This has been the problem for the offense in this game so far, guys. They're getting down into the red zone, but they're not able to punctuate these drives with touchdowns. They've had to settle for field goals already, and getting sacked on first down in the red zone again is putting them in a bad position all of a sudden, moving backwards. The offense has got to be better in this critical area.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And they go back on top.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Pittman. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line and they'll move the chains.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Bulls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Williams looking for a man. Pulls it in. It's Pittman. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Caught behind the line. It's Young. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Williams will pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They get to him as he throws. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Pressure coming. Got his man quickly. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Ran through the contact.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The inside handoff. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick catch on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Pulls it and fires to the left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. He'll do it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
They'll go to the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Williams looking for a man. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And the Bulls are marching down the field.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Using his legs, it's Young. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This offense has it with really good field position. Williams will pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Birch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bulls are threatening in the red zone. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw again. Fires into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice play by the defender there. When you're cold and you're wet and it's snowy like this, you just want to make plays and get to the sideline. Why? Because there's a heater over there. Give it to me and my jacket, please.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Fights off a defender. Picks up the first down, still moving. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Finding an escape route. Nice move there.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Motion from the back. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Quarterback takes a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. Both of these offense sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful